What's going on, everyone? Dylan Lamar here, and we are here at round number 4 of the Monster Energy Pro Downhill Series presented by Continental Tire. It's Wednesday afternoon, track walk just started. Let's go on track, see what we got. All right, so we're up here at the start gate. Same start as last year, right here at the top, sitting right under 8,200 feet. Going into this first feature that we have here, they kind of done this first roller down just slightly, but you can still get a nice double right off it, going straight into the first feature. So in 2024, the SR Sun Tour Hole Shot Award was right here at the start of this jump. But now, here, 2025, we've moved it down this way, past the step up. Last year, the times were super tight into this first section, so we made it a little bit further down. Times are still gonna be tight, but gonna be a little bit trickier to get that 500 bucks.
It's super similar conditions to Solitude, definitely a little like looser sand. It's pretty blown already, so it's going to be interesting when we hop on the course, but I think it'll develop pretty well, and yeah, it's looking good. Through the section up above, I think I'm going to stick to the same line I was on last year, which is you come in inside and then you hit the little double and just carry your speed and try and keep it as straight as possible. Oh yeah, so today we're rocking the all natural vibes. You know, we're in Cali, baby. We're next to the beach, so let's go.
We're here in the rock triple section. Yeah, it's like one of the gnarlier rock sections on the track, and I actually ended up breaking my crank here last year, which was pretty gnarly. That's where my run pretty much ended. Yeah, it'll be good. There's like some good line choice in here, so, and it's like one of the key sections I feel like for this next bit, and yeah, should be sick.
Yeah, so we're about halfway down Templi here at Snow Summit, and the track's looking good. This track always develops, you know, from day one to race day, it just develops so much and changes. So definitely looking at lines for tomorrow, but then also looking at what lines will be taken on race days. So a lot to look at. This section it's really high speed, but there's also a bit of flat and uphill. So you need to do a good job carrying speed. There's a pretty loose chicane up here, and then this is all flat into an uphill. So you definitely need to carry speed, get a good backside on the step down to carry you into the open across the ski slope. So although it's a mellow section, there is a lot to look at. There's a lot of backsides to kind of look at and just make sure you're ready to go when it comes to race pace.
Haven't been back to Big Bear since 2019. Didn't do the race here last year, so a lot has changed overall. I think the track is like much more opened up from the last time I raced it, and it's really exciting because I think there's some cool line choice and some puzzles to figure out. This section up above, it's pretty cool because they left the pole a little bit inside of the main rut, and where in the past, you know, the track has been so eroded, it makes some grooves that if that gets blown out, it's going to be hard to move around it, but I think it'll be rewarding if you can find a way to pull it off. So it's just, when they cross over old track, it makes for a lot of like undulation in the ground that makes for good line choice and good racing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the track is pretty fresh, at least the line that they have taped for racing. So what's burned in as a bike park trail is not going to be what's ridden as a race line. The steep section entering the woods there looks maybe more straightforward than it is. It's taped pretty wide, but I think you'll drop in, kind of hit the shark fin out of the left berm, and then try to just hold a high line and get a good exit. There's a lot of flat exits on this track that are going to be really important to carry speed. Just getting those smoothly and carrying momentum is going to be really important.
And the last section in the woods a bit more technical than last year. We had a more straight line last year into the left-hander right before the chute. This year they kind of closed that off, so you have to hold an off camber, which isn't bad because it's going to slow it down a little bit because most of the track's a lot faster than it was last year, and you're going to be carrying a lot of speed into this final section, and you're gonna be ripping. I can't wait to get tires on the track tomorrow and hopefully blow up some of these berms.
We weren't crazy about the original path that goes out, and then you kind of ride down the middle of the road for a little bit. We brought the dozer in, just plowed this all up. It's gonna be really, really cool to see how it rides in because it's fresh, it's kind of sandy, it's a little sketchy, but I think when it rides in, it's gonna end up being really cool and really fast. And it'll set you up a little bit better into the turn before the jump.
Yeah, we just made it down to the bottom of the track, kind of last couple corners, just past the whoops right here. And track is looking insane. It's definitely different than last weekend in Solitude. This is my first time in Big Bear, so I'm pretty unfamiliar with how the track's gonna bed in. So I'm super stoked to get tires on the track, and it's gonna be a fun one.
Last weekend went really good. I was a huge fan of that track. The track progressed really well. I'm hoping this track gets some good ruts in it and good lines going. It looks pretty good so far. I just finished up track walk. I'm ready for some more racing.